So I've been shooting vlogs for a little bit now, and in that time we've used two cameras. Number one, Sony ZV-1, which is optimized for vlogging. Number two, the RX100, which is also quite commonly used for vlogging. And when I was trying to find a quick comparison, I wasn't able to find one that was that useful, so this is that. So we're going to do a series of very quick tests just to compare these two cameras, both made by Sony, and I'm going to be using the same settings on both. Movie mode, shutter priority so that we don't get choppy footage, and then just basic daylight white balance. That's about it. So here we are again in this lovely space we've been filming in a lot recently. The makeshift bar, if you will. And let's kick off with the ZV-1. So this is just a general image test. This is what it looks like inside. I've got some lights on me, and so it's kind of typical for filming. So slightly darker down here, but still holds up pretty well, I think, looking at it. Yeah, seems pretty good, right? Walking back into the light. See that ND filter kick in a bit maybe. So this is the picture inside on the RX100. This is how this is looking. I'm just going to move again to the darkness slightly so we can see how that holds up when I'm very backlit. Can't really make me out now, but I still think it's a really great image. And I'm coming back to this light here. Just a shot outside so you can see what this is like. It's quite bright today, even though it's also very overcast. So yeah. Okay, so this is the RX100 outside. This is how this is looking. Okay, so let's start with a quick focus test. This is me with my arm fully extended, straight up. This thing should be super fast. It does have eye detection, really good face detection, and when I've used it in the past, to be honest, I can rely on this to focus super quickly. Again, got my arm fully extended. Let's try this out, see if it can keep up. Medium, fully extended again, to the side, close. Keeping my eye on the lens during this, so I can't actually tell if it's working. Medium stabilization. I've not got steady shot active, so there is a version of this that increases how much internal stabilization is there as well. Although, to be honest, that's when it starts to get a little bit weird and you see the background shifting sometimes, so I don't like to have it on unless I think I really need it, like I'm on a train or something. This is kind of the usual setup I would have because I like to have this camera just in my pocket ready to go. Grab it, take a video quickly, put it back. I don't really have the GorillaPod on me that often, so this is actually a better test of the stabilization, generally speaking. So, is this looking steady enough for you? Again, I have steady shot on, but it's just standard, not active. So we've got some IS, but it's nothing crazy. And again, I'm holding the bottom of a GorillaPod, so just to give it that extra bit of, I guess, stability. And that's how this looks. Okay, so RX100 with just my hand holding the camera, literally handheld. Lucky for me, I can hold this with my right hand this time because the screen pops up rather than to the side, so there's no issue. I'm not going to cover anything I need to see that's important. So right now you are hearing my voice coming through on a Rode Wireless Go, which is plugged in a 3.5mm microphone jack on the side of the camera. And yeah, that's what that is. I've got it set very low because it tends to blow out quite easily. And how does that sound? This is now the internal microphone. Again, I'm in the exact same place. It's a little bit reverby maybe, so take that into account. But how does this sound in comparison? From my experience, it's actually amazingly good, to be honest. At this kind of length, because we're vlogging, the distance is so short. On this version of the RX100, I only have an internal microphone, which is sitting right on the top. So that's what this is right now. This is the internal mic. Again, from my experience, this has been quite excellent. Compared to the ZV-1, I believe this microphone captures a bit more ambient noise, so when we go outside, we might hear a difference. But in here, yeah, it should be good. This car goes past, let's see how that background noise is. And I keep talking during this, see if you can still hear my voice nice and clearly. How does that sound? Or did the car wash it out? So this is a very good test.
of the makeshift windshield. It's windy, there's a truck and a car. How was that? Was that clear enough for me to be heard? Or was that just awful?
At this kind of length, because we're vlogging, the distance is so short. Compared to the ZV-1, I believe this microphone captures a bit more ambient noise. See if you can still hear my voice nice and clearly. How does that sound?
So this is a very good test of the makeshift windshield. It's windy, there's a truck and a car.
So I hope that was useful. That was just a quick comparison with some of the key things I think about when I'm vlogging, and hopefully it's useful for you if you are thinking about using one of these two cameras. I think for me personally, the ZV-1 just edges it. There are some downsides, like I don't like how much it kind of blows out some of the images, especially in the background, but then that's because it's concentrating so much on the face, I guess. And the major upside is that the focus is so much faster, especially in low light, so that's a real bonus. I feel like I can honestly just rely on the ZV-1 to be in focus if someone's face is in the shot. And there have been a few times with the RX100, especially when it's been darker, where it's not been as reliable and I've had to cut stuff out because the focus was just not good enough. If you've used either of these cameras, comment down below and let us know what you think. And yeah, follow us for more things like this as well as crazy over-the-top vlogs, I guess. Cheers.